Hey guys, it's Graham K149 here, bringing you a new video on the newly released car, the Progen Italy GTB, but not the custom version, because the custom version should just not exist, because it doesn't make sense how you could spend an extra 490k on a car and have it just be worse than the original version. It's not even worth buying. Yeah, this is what the car looks. I've gone with a sunrise orange with a white pearlescent on it. I've gone for the I think it's like that's either the biggest or the second biggest spoiler, and I've gone for some black rims, and I think that's the carbon bumper at the front. I'm not sure. I should have gotten all the specs, but now you've just got to give this car some respect. I mean, look at the beauty of that. You can't get a better car than the one that this one is. It's got a nice orange stitching along the car, and that is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And the car overall just looks really good. Now, my opinions on whether or not you should buy this car, so you don't have to watch the whole video, is yes, but don't take it to Benny's. If you take it to Benny's, you ultimately just get a worse car, and that's not what you want. And I feel like the normal version just looks better, because the end of the rear of the custom version from Benny's looks a lot like the Turismo's, and I don't know why you would just buy the Turismo that's like a third of the price you'd spend there for it, if not a quarter. And this car, I think, is just beautiful overall. That post got in the way. Damn you, post. And I think this car can drift. This is probably the best super car I would buy for drifting. If you want to relive some Fast and Furious scenes, hashtag football. Yeah, it's actually a really nice car once you get the hang of it. Obviously, this car is it's got a very complex racing style, and I'm gonna just go to a race real quick, just so that you can try sort of get a visualize the racing style that you need to race this car, because this car is a very difficult car to drive. I've had troubles with it for a duration of the time driving it, except for maybe an hour ago. I think an hour ago I got used to it. I still make crashes because I've been driving the Skyline around too much, and I feel like this car is just, I feel like I'll show you in the race, but it's got some really good attributes, terrific attributes, and then other ones, I can't believe I missed that boost, then other ones it's really bad at. See, I've got to slow right down here just to go around this corner because of the terrible, it understeers it's just really bad with understeering and all that. But if I get enough speed here, you'll be able to see, look at this, look how much it flies, and that's off the start, so you don't even have half the speed you'd have normally. I'll show you on the second lap how far it can go. And it slides, but it's still really good acceleration, and it's a medium top speed. So that ultimately, I ran Zentornos in this car, and I'm like, damn, because the Zentornos were the biggest threat of the racing scene up until the Cunning Stunts DLC and maybe Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 and 1. But I don't know, man. I feel like this car is worth the money, because it's only 1.18 million, and obviously if you haven't got any other supercars, buy the Turismo first. If not, if you'd want a little bit better than the Turismo, then buy the Zentorno, then buy this car, because the 811 is faster in a straight line than this, but it can't corner for anything. Given a chance to just take a corner directly 90 degrees, it'll just slide out on you. But this car is a little bit like that too, but I'll say it's about maybe 2/3 as loose as the 811. I can't believe I didn't fly further there. this car is one of its best attributes in getting a good lap time is its acceleration and how far you fly. Like, I don't know what the word for that is, but you soar. Like, I've like out jumped many things in this car, and it's crazy. Like, you just overtake people in the air, and like I reckon I've gone like a decent like 5 or 6 good overtakes in the air that I could upload and like send to G-Unit and all that, and like they're just beautiful. But obviously I think that it's like, I described it to my friends when I first started driving the stock version, that it's slightly heavier than Turismo, which I could see now that that's very dumb, but it is a slightly bit heavier Turismo. It's still a fairly light car, but it's just, it doesn't steer and handle like the Turismo does. Like the Turismo is like golden compared to this. Yeah, normally this car flies further. Like if I miss act time, then I'll be going off the track. It's happened a few times. Hashtag rip. And oh, like it still doesn't stand a chance against the RE7B. Like, let's try and get a clean lap for you here. Like, you see my personal record down the bottom right corner, 220. That's with the RE7B. I bought it, set personal records, then never used it again. I sold it. I just didn't like it. It's too easy. There's no way a car should be able to like max out the way it does like that. And then you just gotta take this corner very easy. And I feel like Picano, like obviously I don't know if I think it's British. His main themed color of car is blue, and he's a really good racer. Like, he should have way more than like I think 20 or 30,000 subscribers he has now. He said that this car is like a yes and no, which I sort of agree with, but he said this car looked ugly, which, I mean, I don't like hate him for saying that, but it's just not in my opinion that this car is ugly, because I reckon that this car is beautiful. And yeah, I feel like this car is just, it's gonna take some time to get like used to, because otherwise I reckon that this one might actually really upset the racing world, unless everybody's being a douchebag using RE7Bs and bumping you off your racing lines because they're just trash. Anyway, but in the tunnels it's also very good. Like, I'll show you up into the tunnels. I've gotten a few overtakes in the tunnels as well. But you've got to be careful landing from like the really high jumps, otherwise you will like bottom out and spin out and all that. Oh, nice little corner there. Go back down. Boom. 218 I'm at. I think this might be one of my best laps with this car. Good corner. Okay, 225. That's not a bad lap for this car. I know that this car can do much better on other, of course, tracks, such as double loop. I think I set a 211 with this car not too long ago, and I was astonished. I shaved like 4 or 5 seconds off my previous like best, and I play that track all the time with my friends. But otherwise, yeah, that pretty much sums up the review. In conclusion, don't take it to Benny's unless you really want the customization, which I don't know why you want to, but I think it is worth the money for the normal version. And if you're gonna have a nice color on it, it's a McLaren. Come on, man, make it an orange. Any orange. Let's see orange. Italia's just driving around the place. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.